Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 AFC NFC AFC Championship postgame show and NFC Championship update show. We'll talk about the AFC Championship game, and then we'll talk about the AFC Championship game, which was earlier today. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101. It's an AFC Championship trivia question. Which Chiefs player was the top high school baseball hitter in Northeast Ohio during his senior year? I'll have the answer later on the podcast. Well, the AFC and NFC Championship games have been going on today, and the teams that win will earn a trip to Miami to play in the Super Bowl 54 at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. The NFC Championship game has been fully underway. It's now in the fourth quarter between the 49ers and the Green Bay Packers at Levi Stadium in San Francisco, California. And right now, the San Francisco 49ers are up on the Green Bay Packers 34-20 with 5:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. The 49ers are 7.5-point favorites. The Packers are 7.5-point underdogs in tonight's game. Now, the 49ers are up 34-20, and they've been just dominating this game. But Green Bay is slowly making a comeback, but we'll have to see if they can come from behind to win it. But we'll see. Now, both the Packers and the 49ers have records of 14-3. And I have taken the 49ers to beat the Green Bay Packers in this one, because I don't see Green Bay getting past San Francisco. And they had a 21-yard yard line. They were at their own 21-yard line, and the 49ers scored a touchdown. And the extra point was good. And it was Raheem Mostert, and it was 34-7. And that was a 22-yard TD. And then there was another touchdown scored. And then it became actually Green Bay scored two touchdowns. It was 34-13, the extra point was missed, and they scored another touchdown. It was 34-21, and they were both scored by Aaron Jones, and it was 34-20. Both times the extra point was missed, and right now they're up 34-20, the San Francisco 49ers, and we'll see if they can prevail and win this one, because I'll be recapping it on the NFC Championship postgame show. And the winner of that one will face the team that won earlier today in the AFC Championship game. The Kansas City Chiefs secured a trip to Miami to play in Super Bowl 54 by beating the Tennessee Titans 35-24 at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The Titans jumped out to the early 10-7 lead in the first, and then they scored another touchdown, and it was 17-7 late in the first quarter. And then the Chiefs scored their first touchdown of the game, and the Chiefs were down by 3. They were actually their second TD of the game. They were down by 3, 17-14. And in the second quarter, then the Titans went 3-and-out and had to punt. Then the Chiefs scored their second touchdown of the game and took the lead 21-7 at halftime, and the Chiefs never let up. And in the third, the Chiefs scored their third touchdown of the game. Damian Williams' 3-yard TD put the Chiefs up 28-17 at the end of the third quarter. And then in the fourth, the Chiefs scored their fourth touchdown of the game in the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes to Sammy Watkins for a 60-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs were up 35-17 in the fourth. The Titans scored one more touchdown. Ryan Tannehill to Anthony Frisker for the 22-yard TD, and the Titans were down 35-24. The Chiefs had 3 penalties, and Mahomes got sacked, and the Chiefs had to punt because they went 3-and-out, and the Titans had a 5-yard penalty and 2 incomplete passes, which led to a turnover on downs. And all Mahomes and the Chiefs had to do was just take a knee twice, and in the final 1 minute 20 seconds in the fourth, and just run out the clock. And the Chiefs win 35-24. The Chiefs are the AFC champions for the first time in since 1969, 15 years ago. And they will go to Miami and play in Super Bowl 54. And the winner of the NFC Championship will face the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 54. Well, I got to hand out some game balls right now. Patrick Mahomes the second, 23 of 35 carries and attempts, 8 carries, 294 yards, 53 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Sammy Watkins, 7 receptions, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 1 carry, 5 receptions, 45 yards rushing, 67 yards receiving, 2 yards, no interceptions. And Damian Williams, 17 carries, 7 yards rushing, 7 receptions, 45 yards rushing, 44 yards receiving, and 1 touchdown. But the Chiefs really secured this. They really had this one after taking the 21-7 lead in the second quarter. The Chiefs just never let up, and the Titans just could not battle back. But the Titans have nothing to be ashamed of, and they had surprised us in the wild card game and last week in the divisional round. So they end with an 11-8 record, and their off season will begin. So that's gonna do it, and that's what. And they will have a lot of work to do during the off season, the Titans, and I have some breaking news right now regarding the Odell Beckham arrest warrant the other day on Thursday. The security officer who filed charges of Odell Beckham Jr. Smacking him on the backside, which is mainly on the butt, has dropped the charges against Odell Beckham Jr. So the charges against Odell Beckham Jr. have been dropped, and he will not be arrested or go to jail, and he will not have to pay a $1,000 fine or anything. So they have been dropped, and this really helps the Browns out big time, and they are relieved, and it is a load off their back. We'll talk more about the NFC Championship game in just a moment, and I want to congratulate the Chiefs. But first, it's time now to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 AFC NFC Championship trivia question. Which Chiefs player was the top high school baseball hitter in Northeast Ohio during his senior year? And if you said Travis Kelce, who plays for the Chiefs today, you are correct. During Kelce's senior year, he had a .577 batting average. I will have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. Right now, it's 34-20 San Francisco with, I think it's like under 4 minutes to go in the game. So we'll see what happens. If the Chiefs can, if the Packers, can come away with the victory, can really come from behind and win this thing. But I really don't see the Packers getting past the Chiefs. I mean the 49ers, because I won on the KC game 35-24, and I did not see Tennessee getting past the Chiefs, but I don't see the Packers getting past the 49ers. And I'm going San Francisco and KC for Super Bowl 54 in Miami, but we'll see. We will see what happens. And I just really feel that this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be close. And I think it's going to be either by a touchdown or a field goal that either team will emerge victory. But I think it's going to be the 49ers, I believe. So we will see what happens. And I want to congratulate the Kansas City Chiefs, AFC champions, for the first time since 1969, 50 years ago. And they won Super Bowl IV 50 years ago in 1969 over the Minnesota Vikings. And the Chiefs are hoping that the Green Bay Packers can beat the 49ers because they would like to have a rematch of Super Bowl I. That was back in 1967 that the Packers had won 35-10. So we will see what happens. That's about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 AFC Championship postgame show and NFC Championship game update show. I'll be back with the NFC Championship postgame show once the Packers 49ers NFC Championship game is concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.